In a small, bustling town by the sea, there lived a widow named Maria. She was known for her simple yet delicious bread, which she baked each morning and sold to local fishermen. The bread wasn't for eating, it was used to seal cracks in wooden boats before they ventured into the unpredictable ocean. For each loaf, Maria earned a single silver coin, just enough to buy food for her children. One morning, as the scent of freshly baked bread filled her tiny home, Maria wrapped the loaves in cloth and made her way to the harbor. She stood by the docks, waiting for the fishermen to return. But before she could sell a single loaf, a strong wind swept through the shore. Out of nowhere, a seagull swooped down, snatched her bread, and soared into the sky. Maria gasped. "No, that was all I had." Tears welled in her eyes. That bread was her only source of income. Without it, her children would go to bed hungry. She turned to Father Elijah, the town's priest, who happened to be walking nearby. "Why?" she asked, her voice trembling. "Why would God take away the only thing I had to feed my children? Is he unfair?" The priest listened patiently, then said, "God is never unfair. His ways are higher than ours, and what seems like misfortune today may be a blessing tomorrow." Maria wiped her tears, unconvinced. How could losing everything be a blessing? Just then, a loud commotion erupted at the church doors. A group of sailors rushed in, breathless and shaken. "Father, we need to thank God," one of them cried. "He saved our lives today." Curious, Maria and Father Elijah listened as the sailors explained. "Our boat hit a hidden reef and water started pouring in. We were sinking fast. We tried patching the cracks with cloth and wax, but nothing worked. Just as we were about to give up, a seagull flew by and dropped a loaf of bread onto our deck. In desperation, we used the dough to seal the biggest crack. It held just long enough for us to make it back to shore." Another sailor stepped forward and placed a heavy pouch of coins on the priest's table. "We swore that if we survived, we'd give thanks by donating to the poor. Here are 50 gold coins. Please distribute them to those in need." Father Elijah turned to Maria, smiling. "My child, God did not let the wind take your bread. He sent it where it was needed most. And in return, he has given you far more than you ever imagined." Maria stood in awe, her heart swelling with gratitude. She had lost a few loaves, but in return, she had received enough to feed her children for years. As she left the church, she whispered a prayer of thanks, realizing that even when things seem unfair, God has a plan, and sometimes his blessings come in a ways we don't expect.